Day 1, arrival in Casablanca, off to Rabat. Touching down in Casablanca was a blur of anticipation and jet lag, but as soon as I stepped out and saw my name on a sign held by a kind-faced local driver, I felt at ease. Morocco was real. The air smelled faintly of sea and spice, and before long we were headed north toward Rabat. The highway carved through golden countryside that felt both familiar and thrillingly foreign. By the time we arrived in Rabat and checked into the hotel, the sky had slipped into a soft, lavender hue. I watched it change from my hotel window, sipping mint tea, overwhelmed with the giddy thought, this is just the beginning. Summary of the day. The magic began not with monuments, but with a Moroccan welcome and the glow of Rabat at dusk. Day 2, Rabat to Chefchaouen, royal palaces and riverside tea, after a hearty Moroccan breakfast. Our guide took us through Rabat's regal soul. The royal palace was dignified and understated, flanked by guards in pristine uniforms. Hassan Tower stood tall, like a sun-baked memory of grandeur, and the white-blue Kasbah of the Udayas stole my heart, all blooming bougainvillea and narrow alleys that smelled of orange blossom. Then came a gentle moment I'll never forget. Sitting at Café Moor, riverside, nibbling kab ghazal and gariba cookies, and sipping the most fragrant mint tea I've ever tasted. That calm before our drive to Chefchaouen felt like something out of a poem. Arriving at night in the Blue Pearl, the mountains wrapped around the town like a velvet shawl. Summary of the day. A mint tea beside the Bouragreg River made me slow down and feel Morocco in my bones. Day 3, Chefchaouen, blue labyrinth of dreams. Waking up in Chefchaouen was like stepping into a watercolor. The city glows blue. Walls, stairs, doors, all soaked in every shade from powder to cobalt. With my guide, I wandered through Plaza Uta El Hammam, its heart humming gently with locals chatting over coffee. The Kasbah Ali Ben Rashid was a serene escape, but what moved me most was just walking. Each turn of a corner was a surprise. A cat curled on a step, children giggling as they chased a ball, old men playing cards in the shadows. I bought a small hand-woven rug in a tucked-away shop, the owner smiling as he said, "You take piece of Chefchaouen with you." Summary of the day. I got lost on purpose and found beauty in every twist of Blue Alley. Day 4, Chefchaouen, volubilis, Meknes, Fez. The drive out of Chefchaouen was bittersweet. But soon the landscape opened into rolling green, and then the ruins of Volubilis. I stood among the triumphal arches and Orpheus mosaics, awestruck at how silence still clung to those stones. The sun hit the marble just right, and I could almost see Roman life dancing through time. In Meknes, the pulse quickened. The Bab el Mansour gate was unlike anything I'd seen. Ornate, majestic, a symbol of ambition frozen in stone. Our guide painted vivid pictures of Moulay Ismail's vision for his city, once called Morocco's Versailles. By evening, Fez welcomed us with winding roads and the promise of ancient secrets. Summary of the day. Roman ghosts in volubles whispered stories older than memory, and I listened. Day 5. Fez. Medina magic and pottery hands. Fez stole my heart before breakfast was even over. The city buzzes with mystery. Our guide led us through the labyrinthine Medina, a UNESCO site so ancient and layered, it felt alive. The Bu Inania and Atarin Madersa, with their intricate tilework and hushed courtyards, radiated sacred calm. I watched leather tanners from above, dyeing skins in a riot of ochres, blues, and crimsons. The scent was unforgettable. Let's say intense. We passed Es Sepharine Square, the cabinet maker's souk, and paused before the Moulay Idris tomb. But the hands-on highlight was a pottery workshop. Fingers dipped in clay, spinning history into shape. Lunch was tagine and laughter in a cozy local spot. That afternoon, I wandered Fez's alleys solo, losing myself in color, scent, and time. Summary of the day: my hands shaped clay, but Fez reshaped my soul. Day 6. Fez, Beni Mellal, Marrakech. Today was a road poem. From the medieval soul of Fez to the vibrant heart of Marrakech. We passed serene villages like Ifran, which looked like a Swiss postcard, and winding mountain roads near Beni Mellal, a green patchwork of farmlands. It was a travel day, but I savored the shifting landscapes like chapters of a novel. In Marrakech, even the air felt spicier. As the sun set over ochre buildings, I knew I was somewhere legendary. Summary of the day: from Fez to Marrakech, the road told stories in every curve and color. Day 7. Marrakech, gardens, mosques, and magic. Marrakech, what a rush! We began at the Majorelle Garden, a lush, electric blue oasis dreamt up by painter Jacques Majorelle and revived by Yves Saint Laurent. I could have stayed there for hours. Next was Menara, with its silent basin and whispering olive groves. The Koutoubia Mosque towered proudly, and the old Jewish quarter, Mela, held a quieter dignity. After lunch, I melted into the rhythm of Jama el Sna, not on foot, but by horse carriage, kuchi, street performers, snake charmers, storytellers. It was a living theater of Morocco. Summary of the day: Marrakech danced around me in scents, stories, and a swirl of horse hooves. Day 8. Marrakech, free day. My way. No schedule today. Just Marrakech and me. I wandered back to Jama el Fna in the morning and followed my senses. I bought spices, tried fresh orange juice from a cart, and found a rooftop cafe where the call to prayer echoed across terracotta rooftops. I met a local artist who painted with saffron and indigo. We spoke about colors, dreams, and how Marrakech never sits still. I ended the day with harira soup at sunset and felt at home in the chaos. Summary of the day: Marrakech didn't ask me to understand it. It asked me to feel it. Day 9. Marrakech to Casablanca, a bittersweet farewell. My last Moroccan morning. I lingered over breakfast, letting the taste of honeyed msemen settle on my tongue. The drive to Casablanca was reflective. I kept watching the horizon, as if trying to hold on to it. At the airport, I whispered a silent shukran, thank you, to the country that gave me a mosaic of emotions, places, and unforgettable people. Summary of the day: I came for cities. I left with memories stitched into my soul.